Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the third episode of my series My Life in Boxes. Today I'm going to talk about the biggest box I move around with and all the kitchen tools I own and use. So let's get straight into this video. I have this cutlery stand that is divided into 4 sections. I use it for my forks, my knives, and my spoons. I use the last section for random objects like this small scissor, a potato peeler, a silicone pastry brush, and my metal straws. Next, I have this second stand that I use for my kitchen tools. It holds my meat stamp, wooden spoon, barbecue pliers, rice spoon, dough scraper, potato stamp, soup ladle, a whisk, a pair of big scissors, this object that I don't know the name of that you will find in almost every Arab household, and a set of knives. Moving on, I own a set of 3 pots that I absolutely love. I have a large one, a medium one, and a small one. I love the material because the food never sticks to the bottom. I own a pan as well that I use for pancakes and eggs, and I do have 2 other pots that I never use, so I'm getting rid of these. When it comes to bowls, this is the only salad bowl that I own, and then I have a set of 2 bowls, a small and a big one, and a very small one that I use to wash my rice. I own a lemon squeezer, a strainer, a rolling pin for dough and baking, and speaking of baking, I do have 2 cheesecake forms, a big and a small one, and then I have a deciliter measure. And this is the only oven form that I own and use for baking and cooking. Last but not least, I own 3 cutting boards, one for meat, one for vegetables, and one for fruits. When it comes to kitchen electronics, I do only own 4 of these. I have this hand mixer that I use for soups, this milkshake tool that I also use for cheesecake bottoms, the sandwich grill that is gross, that I use for sandwiches, meat, and chicken, and this other hand mixer that comes with 2 different tools that I use for baking. You probably may have noticed that I do not own anything coffee or tea related because I don't drink coffee or tea, and it's the same for my husband. Every time we rent a new apartment, there is always a kitchen, alhamdulillah, and there's always kitchen tools. But I prefer to use my own stuff, and as you may have noticed, I do not own any plates or glasses or mugs, etc., even though I would prefer to use my own, and that's just because they are too heavy to move around with every time. And just the fact, when I think about that I have to package all of these individually so they don't break, it's just so time consuming. And that's basically just the only 2 reasons for why I do not own my own plates and glasses. That was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and you will see me in my next video inshallah. Bye!